Well, in just hours, one of the women charged in connection to an alleged street race on I-85 that killed a 17-year-old will face a judge.
Police say 21-year-old Estrella Gutierrez Perez was driving more than 100 miles per hour in that July 25th crash. Now, there are calls for a crackdown on street racing.
WCNC Charlotte's Destiny Richards now live in Northwest Charlotte this morning. So, Destiny, legal experts say building a case like this is not as simple as it may seem.
Yeah, it's not as simple as just showing that a driver was going fast on the highway. Prosecutors actually have to identify that driver, who was behind the wheel at the time, and then they have to prove if a race was actually happening, because it can be difficult when those races just happen spontaneously and they're not planned ahead. Now, this is what we learned from the district attorney in Gaston County, Travis Page. He says one reason identifying a driver can take more work is because officers may not be able to pursue a car going at extreme speeds. Some law enforcement agencies have policies limiting high-speed pursuits because of the danger they can create. That means investigators may have to piece together who was behind the wheel after the fact. And then comes the question of whether what happened actually meets the legal definition of racing.
There's the prearranged speed competition where we've got to show that before they engaged in racing, they kind of planned to do it ahead of time. But there's also kind of the random acts of racing where folks show up and all of a sudden start racing each other down I-85 or on Highway 74. Those are much more difficult to prove.
And Page says that's where things like video, witness statements, and social media posts come into play, because they can be important pieces of evidence in cases like these. Live this morning in Northwest Charlotte, I'm Destiny Richards, WCNC Charlotte.